Hi everyone, I'm back to share my projects that I made using the Grandma's Gingerbread recipe stamp. And this is from the Recipe Stamp Club for October. So if you were already subscribed prior to the month of October, you would have received this stamp as part of your stamp club for the monthly kit. Okay. I think that AdornIt will probably have these for sale individually, but I do not know when those will be available. So if you're looking for this particular stamp, just watch the AdornIt.com website for when they post, or follow them on Facebook or on Instagram to find out when they actually post these available. Because if you're not part of the recipe club, that's the only other way to purchase it. Since you would have had to subscribe to that before the month of October. So I had already shown how I colored my gingerbreads. So I wanted to show you what I use for my projects, and then I'll show you the finished projects. So there's the stamp. I also use this one, and I think this is the add-on for the wassail stamp, which is the September monthly. I think that's what it came with. So I did use the Home for the Holidays and the Christmas Cheer sentiments from this set for my projects. I use this die from Paper Tray Ink for my sentiment. It is called Banner Builders Basics. It's got a couple of different types of banners and different sizes. Okay, I use my beloved Honeybee Stamps die for the sheet pan, just the sheet pan part. This stamp from the stamp market called Cooling Rack. Yeah, of course it's a gingerbread cookie, so I had to use this guy. And then I used this giant mug from Crafter's Companion. This is not the one. Oh, actually, this is the one. Yeah, I think this is... No, this is not the one. Sorry. The one that I used is... Okay. It's not the Crafter's Companion one that I used. I used the Stamps of Life mug folded because it has stitching. That's how I remembered. And I did actually remove... I partially die cut so that I removed some of the length from the mug. About this much. You can see it right here. Because I thought the mug was just too tall for the scale of what I wanted. So, let me show you also some other things that I used. This took a lot of supplies, but it was fun, so no complaints. I used some of the paper that came with the monthly add-on. Yeah, the monthly add-on for September. This is the Christmas paper that comes with the wassail if you are subscribed to the paper. And I know that you can get this paper on the AdornIt.com website now. So if you like the paper, then you can get this now. It's available. I use this Tim Holtz Ideology craft stock in metallic. I use the silver from this for my sheet pan. And then I also use this wood stamp. It's a sentiment for gingerbread from Inky Antics, 1999. And I use some of this crystal drops in the bottle green. I also use the red. Let's see. Red berry. Both of these are gloss, right? No. This one's gloss, but this one is not. And then there was a brown one I used too. This is the vintage drops, and the color is chocolate chip. Oops. And I also used some detail ultrafine embossing powder in black from Simon Says Stamp. This is what I used for my sentiments and my cooling rack. Okay, now to the projects. Let me move this over a little bit. So of course, I had to just make a tag with the gingerbread. This is one of the 4 that I colored up. And on the back, I did stamp a to and from. That is this stamp right here. I think this is a Lindsay Ostrom stamp. Yep, from Impression Obsession. I did use one of my Prim Heart buttons that I ordered from Amazon. So I got a bag of those. And this twine, I know I purchased this from Marshall's, I believe, last year or the year before, sometime ago. And it's like a red twine with a silver worked into it. So yeah, I like that look. I'm toying with adding like a jingle bell to the end of this, because this is a tag you'd tie to a package. So this is the most plain one out of all of the projects I did. I had to do one like that. The next one is the sheet pan, and you can see that metallic cardstock. I actually have 2 layers of cardstock here. This layer right here, and then I added a craft cardstock to the back. I die cut it a second time just to give it more weight. And there's the to and from for that tag, and there's the home for the holidays. Now this is where I used the Nuvo drops. I'll hold it closer for you so you can see that. You can see that the drops were used in the words and on the holly and berries. So I thought that would add a nice touch for the sentiment of this tag. Now you can use this as an ornament because it is quite sturdy. And all I did was tie a button onto this ribbon that I got from somebody who sent me Happy Mail. So really cute. That's 2 of them. And then this is another tag. So this one is where the mug die came in, and this is the paper from AdornIt. This is the reverse side of the same paper. So I cut this mug twice, so it is backed up with the same paper. I just die cut it twice, and I glued this little piece back in here, which allows the gingerbread to fit down in the mug. And you'll see that I've got a gift card down in there too. So inside of the mug, before I stuck it together, I actually put little foam squares in here so that, number one, the gingerbread won't fit all the way down in there because his arms won't allow it to go down that far. But also it gives it some dimension so that you can fit stuff like the gift card down in there with him. And he's just tucked in there. This is the string that's actually attached to the gingerbread. So he will come out, and you can use this for a recipe because the recipe's there, or as an ornament. And there's the gift card, sorry. But they just fit down in there, and it's a perfect size for, you know, hiding the gift card, but also making him look like the gingerbread is tucked down into the mug. Oh, and if you're wondering, this little button right here was designed by Dianna Marcum years ago. I happen to have some of her vintage buttons. That's why it looks so similar in style. And I just glued the button on. I pulled the shank off. I clipped it because it was plastic. And I just glued her down with some of the fabric glue that I have. It actually works for a lot of things, not just fabric. But you can hang it. You can hang this as an ornament if you want. You can give it as a tag, and the recipient can hang it as an ornament. But I thought it would be a cute little add-on for that. Let me just fix the bow. I'll fix it later. Anyway, there's that. And then the last thing I did was a card. So here's the cookie sheet. There is the same pattern paper that I was showing you earlier. I popped him up after I heat embossed it, so you can see that the cookie rack is kind of shiny. It's because it's heat embossed on here. And after doing that, I popped him up on some foam squares. And there is the sentiment on the inside. So yeah, those are my cards. If you're interested in how I colored the gingerbreads, that is in a separate video. that I've already posted, and it's probably the video before this one. So if you want to go have a look, please do so. I hope you enjoyed the project. Oh, one more thing. Here's the buttons that I used. I just have a jar of red buttons that I keep on my desk. That way I can just, whenever I need one, I can always pick one up. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.